Hi, y'all. How are y'all doing? What? My battery is low. Who unplugged my PC? How are you guys? I gotta turn off my computer real quick. So, as you see on the title, how to get over an ex my way. Okay, my way. Choose a seven way, not the typical way, not the way people tell you to, but my okay. I've never had to ask anyone this question. I've never had to ask anyone how to get over an ex. Never. Why? I didn't care enough to even still care. When they're gone, they're gone. They don't come like I'm done. So when people ask me this, I try to put myself in their shoes and think about why I would not be able to get over an ex. I'm like, why can't I? How could I possibly not get over an ex? What would that ex have to do for me to be still wanting to be with him? I feel like I would have had to mess up the relationship and do something really wrong to where they were mad and left me for me to even want them back in the first place. But if I left them, which is a majority of what happens, a lot of the time ladies leave a man and then a week or two later or a year later or a month later or when they start dating someone else, when the man starts dating someone else, the woman wants them back. So or they're never over the ex. And I'm trying to figure out why women cannot move forward and why they can't get over an ex or why they keep wanting this person that doesn't want them. So here is what I came up with. The best way to get over an ex is to really understand, first and foremost, why you broke up with him or why he broke up with you. Write it down on a piece of paper why you guys broke up. Then think about the exact moment that made you angry enough to either break up with the person or think about the exact moment that that person broke up with you and what made them angry. Then think about this. Could you relive that feeling again and again with the same person? Are you willing to forgive? Are you willing to relive this feeling over and over? If he cheated on you, are you willing to get back in the relationship and let him cheat on you again? Are you willing to feel that once again? If the answer is no, write down no. I am not willing to go through this or feel this again. When you write down your answer, that answer right there should tell you that wanting this ex back is a bad idea. Okay. Then ask yourself, do I want him back because he moved on and found someone better than me? Or do I want him back because I think I can make it work now? And write down that answer. Okay. If he found someone better than you, that's your ego. That is your ego saying, well, that's not fair. Da, 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 now I want it back. That's just your ego. Okay. So after you answer that question, would you take him back after he's been with another woman who he still has contact with, who he could sneak off with at any second and go cheat with her again? Are you willing to put up with that? If the answer is no, write that down. Okay. The next question you need to write down. If you did something wrong, will he forgive me or will I have to live with this for the rest of my life? Will he ever trust me again? If the answer is no, are you willing to live and be punished with this person for probably ever? Are you willing to be punished every day because you made a mistake? If the answer is no, write that down. Then ask yourself this last question. If this person or I repeat the same mistake that created the breakup, do I want him back after that? If the answer is no, then the truth is you really don't want this person back. What you want is this person to miss you and to feel the pain that you felt. What you want is basically to be with this person again until you get sick of them again, then break up with them again. Okay? That's what you secretly want. You want another try so that you can understand why you broke up in the first place. That's all you want. You want to see if the breakup was something that you can live with. I'm not drinking wine, y'all. I'm drinking coconut water in my glass. I mean, in my cup, my chalice. So most of the time, it's only women, mostly women. There's a few guys that want their ex back because they messed up. And a lot of these ladies will take a cheater back. But usually it's always the woman that wants the man back. And she's probably most likely the one that dumped him in the first place. So if you're going to dump someone and then want them back 2 weeks later, think about why you dumped them. This is how you're going to get over it. Write down everything that they did to you. Write down every time they made you feel bad. Write down every time you thought they were cheating. Write down the messages you probably found in their phone. Write all the bad stuff down. Write it all down. You're going to start getting mad. You're not going to want him back. You're like, what am I doing? I'm so stupid. Why? I'm just being lonely. I'm just being lonely. That's all. Shoot, I need to go out and do much better because I can't believe I remember that message that I found in his phone and those pictures. You're going to get mad all over again. And you're going to say, what am I thinking? What if I keep finding this stuff after I take him back? The only reason you want him back is because you feel stupid. You feel stupid because you probably gave more than you received. And you feel like more is owed to you. And through being in a relationship with this person who messed over you, that you're going to get your compensation. But what you're really going to get is them using you even more and draining you even more. And then you're going to have to prove yourself and give even more than you were given in the first place. So you're basically just begging to be drained even more when you go backwards. It's like, oh, you didn't learn your lesson the first time? Okay, let me teach it to you times two this time. Let me teach it to you times two since you didn't learn the first time. Let me go ahead and show you who I am times two. So they come back. Now you feel stupid because you broke up with them. They've been out with other women. You know it. Your emotions start to get upset. So who it was with when we were broken up? Where were you? Then you're starting it all over again. Then they're gonna be like, oh God, what did I come back into? So honestly, leave them exes alone. Get over them by writing down every single terrible thing that they did to you. Relive every single moment in your mind and realize this was a lesson. Okay. And if you're stupid enough to repeat it, it's just like going to school and not passing and having to repeat a grade. Don't go backwards. Graduate and move forward. If you're stuck on an ex because you don't feel like you can do any better, that's your fault. That's your fault for even thinking that. If you had never met that person, you would have done better. You know? So If you're in a bad relationship and you know you will never be happy and that person will never change and you're just sitting there hoping and wishing, do the same thing. Write down all the things that this person is doing to you, and you're going to get up and leave. Same thing. Don't don't try to get someone back because you feel like they owe you something. The only thing they owe you is another lesson, and that is going to hurt you worse because you're going to feel even dumber the second time around. The second time around, you're gonna feel even stupider. Yeah. You're gonna be like, God, I should have let him go the first time. Man, I was so stupid. So save yourself some time and some energy and write down all those things that you don't like about him and all those bad things that happened, and ask yourself, am I willing to go through this again? And if the answer is yes, I love him, then go do it again. You know, go do it again. More power to you. If the ex, if the breakup was a temporary breakup to get what you want, if you gave the person an ultimatum and they have decided to change their mind and take you up on an ultimatum, you shouldn't be trying to get over him if you know him well enough, he's coming back. You shouldn't be worried. This should just be his wake up call. If he doesn't come back, he didn't want you. Okay. He was like, thank you. Thank you for letting me go. Because I didn't want to be with you that long. I don't want to marry you. So thanks for the way out. Um, what if it has friends with his ex? What if you has friends with your ex? Honestly, I'm not like a people person. Like I don't make friends with everybody. I just slowly start drifting away from them too, because I don't want people in my business. So if I was friends with someone that was friends with him, I would just stop communicating. Um, Going back to X will be the same. Nothing will change. Exactly. The same problems you had are going to be doubled when you come back. So I wouldn't even bother. If you broke up or if they broke up with you because you were over emotional, you're going to really have to change as and it can't just be for a couple of weeks. You're really going to have to change. And they might not believe that you can change and they might not even want to waste any more time on you, you know? So getting over an ex should be like getting over a job, okay? A job you lost. You should be focused on finding a better new one that gives you a lot more, not focusing on, oh, the good old days. Oh, I remember when we were so happy. Da, da. Yeah, before he messed up. But the truth is, the person already messed up or you messed up, and you can't erase that. It's always gonna be there. Whoever messed up is that is always gonna be there at the back of your mind. Every time he doesn't text you right away, you're gonna think he's with someone else. Every time you text him, every time he texts you and you don't text back right away, if you messed up, he's gonna think you're doing something wrong. So, can you live with that? No, you can't. And you shouldn't have to. And you shouldn't put up with it. You should move on and get a fresh start. So, the person that you meet thinks you're great and they're not suspicious of you and they have, a good outlook with you. They're not thinking negative things when they look at you, right? So, make sure you're understanding that when you go forward, what you're basically doing is not allowing people to hurt you again and again, you know, because even if that person didn't do anything wrong and it was you, you're going to pay for your wrongs if they come back. Another tip, if they misbehave excessively, don't respond for 3 months. When next you pick up, say, "Oh, we broke up when you didn't do XYZ." Okay. The ghost breakup. I like that. So, like, someone says, if James cheated, would I stay? Yeah, because I don't care about that. Like some women do. You know, what I'm saying is, this is for those ladies who are in relationships for loyalty, trust, love, and honesty and stuff that really doesn't truly exist. For those women, um, that break up with men for stuff men do, this is how you get over it. Okay. So, and the reason why a lot of ladies want their ex back is because they think they can fix them or change them, or they think that they have learned their lesson or something, but it's not true. Um, Cheating pisses you off. Well, that's why like some people are in relationships for certain reasons. If you're in a relationship for, I need you to be honest and loyal to me and this and that, and you marry the type of person that you know, or you date the type of person that you already know is not a loyal type person, or it's not an honest type person. If you date someone and you already know how they are, what kind of friends they hang around, and you still think that they're going to be loyal and honest to you, you're only fooling yourself. If all their friends cheat, if all their friends are unloyal, if they're in the club or in the bar all nights of the week, you're just setting yourself up. Okay. So please don't think you're special. Don't think, oh, he won't cheat on me. Just understand that if you do catch him or he does slip up, you kind of already knew in the back of your mind that he was the type of man to do that to you. And that's why I'm saying you have to have more than one reason or two reasons, more than one or two reasons to be with someone besides loyalty and honesty. If you have more than one reason to be with this man and things like that, then a lot of those things wouldn't bother you. You wouldn't be in a quick hurry to break up with people. You wouldn't be wanting them back 2 weeks later. So that's why I said, if you're going to be with somebody and you're going to break up with them for doing something and then take them back 2 weeks later, don't even break up with them in the first place. Don't even bother breaking up with them in the first place, because it's going to be dumb when you can't get them back. Okay. That's why I always tell women, don't go through his phone unless you're willing to leave him. And then don't come back 2 weeks later saying, I want you back. Think about it. Um, you're confused about emotions. I say it is best to turn them off, especially when after you've experienced two to three heartbreaks. Turn those emotions off. Start focusing on what is important in real life. Go experience heartache, pain, and suffering. Go have a heartbreak. Go pine for an ex that doesn't want you back. Then come to reality, you know, um, and want a relationship for more than those things that most people cannot live up to. Okay. It's like asking someone to be on a diet their entire life, and you catch them eating a piece of cake and you're like, that's it. You know, that's literally what it's like for a young man. Like if you're dating a 20 something year old man, they gonna cheat. I'm just gonna tell you straight up. If your man is in his 20s, he's cheating. He's gonna cheat at one point or another. He will cheat, or you will cheat. Okay. If your man is in his 20s, he's cheating sometime or another with you or whatever. Okay. That's just it. I'm so sorry to tell you. 20 something year old men are not faithful. Okay. How do you turn off emotions? I just stop caring. I don't care about that side of it. I care about what benefits me. I, you just have to stop caring about if this person is doing a certain thing with somebody else. All you need to care about is what he's doing for you. Like, that's why I'm saying if you want to turn off emotions, date a rich man. If you want to turn off emotions, date a man that pays everything. Okay. Because it's easier. You're not going to give up all of this for a slip up. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying to date men that cheat on you. I'm saying have more than one reason to be with this person, and don't break up with people just because they hurt your feelings and then 2 weeks later you want them back. Doesn't make sense. If you wanted him in the first place and you wanted to take him back in the first place after he cheated or did you wrong, then why did you break up? It's not teaching him a lesson. All that's doing is saying, "Ooh, now I can go out and get all the sex I want, cheat all I want, or be with anyone I want," while you're sitting at home crying. All you're doing is giving him permission to go out and have fun with whoever he wants to until you realize that you want him back. So getting over an ex should be like a wake up call. Like, the reason you left, write it down. Do you want to endure it again? No. So don't go backwards. Um, let's see. Right. I mean, nobody wants to be cheated on. Okay. That's obvious. Nobody wants to be cheated on. But if you're the type of woman who will take back a cheater, don't bother breaking up with a cheater. That is just common sense. You can punish him during the relationship, but if you break up with him and then you want him back and you can't get over him and you don't date for 2 to 5 years because you can't get over an ex, that's a little mental. Okay. Mhm. So get over him and move on, or don't break up with him in the first place. Okay. They don't care. They really don't. All you're doing is giving them more free time to go do what they want to do, especially in their 20s. Okay. 30s, yep. They still they still feel like and think like they're 20. So they're most likely to probably go out and do what they want, but then they might want to come back too because they feel like they're getting older. But 20s, oh, forget it. Don't even bother. Don't even bother because they're out exploring the world and seeing what's out there. How to start dating again and not find the same control freak? Um, I've dated one control freak, and I never dated another one. Not everybody's a control freak. So most likely you probably the only way you're attracting control freaks is if you allow yourself to be controlled. Um, let's see. Real women, we don't let their men cheat. But real women, we don't let their men cheat. That saying is stupid. Ha ha ha. Okay. You would easily land a very rich narcissist. Yeah. Are relationships worth it if you make good money on your own if all men cheat? Here's my thing on it. If you make good money on your own, you only need a man to have babies. Okay? I'm just being honest with you. You only need a man for children if you want to procreate. You can get sperm at a sperm bank. The reason I'm saying this is because most women do not need men. Okay? We can hire any type of person to do handiwork if you got money. You can go out with male friends, colleagues. If you need a male companion, you can have a gay friend. If you're just lonely and want someone to share your life with, remember, if they're a masculine man, it's not going to be that fairy tale type love because you make enough money on your own and you really don't need him for anything. You know what I mean? So I feel like you really don't need one. Probably be like one of those ladies who, just dates randomly. I need to get into your level up group. Okay. Just go to my YouTube channel page and click on that Facebook icon on my picture that says Sheer Seven, and then inbox me on Facebook. Um, so making sure to get over an ex. This is helpful when you let go of emotions. Learn how to let that go. Why would why would you want someone back who does not want you? That's low self-esteem. Look at yourself first and say, why do I want someone who discarded me? What does that say about me? You know, ask yourself these questions. Why do I want someone who treated me bad, discarded me, cheated on me, lied to me? Why do I want them back? Do I not think highly of myself? Do I not deserve better? You know, am I just upset that I think he's out with other women and I'm just being possessive because I feel like it's not fair? But then think about what is fair. Is there anything on earth that is fair? And why is it why should it be an exception for you? Okay? You got to really think about stuff instead of just feeling stuff all the time. You have to think. You got to think your way out of being depressed over an ex. You got to use your common sense. Get out of your ego, get out of thinking he owes you something because you were with him and cooked for him and cleaned for him like a wife, and he threw you away like a pygmy. You got to stop. Okay. So make sure you're thinking and not feeling when you do this. Okay. Get out of your feelings. They don't care about you. They don't care. But what if they still call me and say that they love me and this? That's open. What do I call that? Open door policy. It means I can come back and hit it when I feel like it. When I'm in between girlfriends or when my current girlfriend is mad at me, I still got you. That's all that means. If they left you, how could they love you? How could you still be the one? How could they still um, have these deep feelings for you? Yeah, it's a lie. It's called open door policy. So if your ex is in and out of your life, cut him off sexually and see what happens. You think he's going to come back? No, never. Because that's all he wants. If your ex wants to come back and be your friend forever with no strings, no sex, then great. But I highly doubt that they will ever be back for just friendship. Okay. Some people can be friends later on in life, but not right away. Not going to work like that. So getting over an ex should basically be making your self esteem higher and understanding that it was a lesson, not a mistake. Okay. And who cares if they follow you on social media? Good. Let them see. Live your life. Go date, have fun, post pictures. That's what I do. I might even use Photoshop. Look where I am. I'm in Paris. Yeah. just because I knew they were washing. But I would be in Paris with another man, be like, "Hey, my new boo, upgraded to a new boo." That's what I would put. I would make a post, upgraded to a new and better boo. So get out of that. Like, stop being so emotional all the time. Ugh. Like, sometimes y'all are like, women are just too emotional. Like, why? My kids aren't even that emotional. You only act emotional when it's an act. When somebody dies, yes, great. When you're happy, yes, great. When you're sad, boo-hoo. But don't stay there. Emotions are temporary. Get over them quick. You're supposed to be done with them. You feel them, then you're done with them, and you move forward. You don't stay in them. That's how people end up being depressed, being bipolar, living in something too long. You don't live in emotion. You feel it and you're done. You get over it. Okay? So get out of that. Stop dwelling in that. They didn't want you. Great. Now move on. And don't care why they didn't want you. They just don't want you. Or maybe they just wanted somebody else and you wouldn't let them have somebody else while he was with you. Maybe he just wanted a new flavor and you were like, no. And he was like, okay, well, I would have stayed with you if maybe that's what it was. Maybe he didn't want to settle down. Maybe it wasn't you. Maybe it was just because he's a man. He's just a man. Men cheat. Men like variety. Men want to sleep with her and her and her and her and him. Okay? It's not you. The nature of man is to want to sleep with other women. That's it. Some women do too, right? You can't stop human nature. You just can't. If you could stop human nature, you wouldn't even like that man. You know why? Because it would be like having a robot. Oh, you wouldn't even like him if he didn't even have the option to cheat. You wouldn't even want him. You understand? Think about it for a second. You would not want a man who did not have the option to cheat. hmm Um, that's what draws you to him, that he does have those options. You know. So, what do you mean? I mean, most women think that men are perfect and that they're not supposed to cheat. Look at other women, not supposed to cheat, not supposed to do this. But if they're 21 and 22 and 25 and 26 and 27, okay, they're not thinking like you. They're not marriage minded. They don't see themselves forever with you. They see, what else can I hit before I get old and settle down? Okay. Someone says, stop watching romantic movies. Yeah. Those are people write that because they can't have it. People write romantic movies because they wish that's how their lives were. Okay? If you were to write a true love story, it would be boring, non-eventful. Think about it, it would be plain. Oh, how did you meet? Oh, we met at the club. Oh, we met at the bar. Oh, okay, when did he told you he loved you? Um, One time during sex. This is how life would be. Oh, okay. Well, when did y'all decide to get married? Oh, when I got pregnant, or after 5 years, I told him I need to either get married or go find somebody else. The ultimatum. Oh, okay. So how was your wedding? Oh, it was good. My mom came. We hired a caterer. It was it was cool. It was cool. Okay. What's the most romantic thing he ever did? Oh, he drew me a bath and put some rose petals in it. That would be the most boring movie, most boringest love movie ever, right? So they have to add all that crap in it, all that fantasy, all that drama, and then have him come running on a, it was it a limo like on Pretty Woman, or a horse, or come save the day during the end, and realize she was the best thing that ever happened to him. No, they have to put all that drama in there because that's what they really want. And life is so normal. When we compare our lives to that, we're disappointed. Sasha, when most of the time it was pretty good and we didn't even realize it. hmm What if he is the one that expects it to be a fairy tale? Then I don't know many men who would want a fairy tale because they couldn't live up to their end of it. Are they Prince Charming? What about Meghan Markle? I mean, Meghan Markle, that's not really going to be a fairy tale if you think about it. That's going to be all work, 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 work. She can't wear what she wants. She has to get okayed for everything she does. She has someone following her around every day with a schedule. I mean, it looks like a fairy tale, but it's just a lot of work after the fact. But it's something that she was willing to do anyway as an actress. If you're going to be on set, wake up. They tell you what to wear, where to go, what to do if you're famous anyway. So she was already used to that, you know. Um, so that person, like Meghan Markle, yeah, she's marrying a prince, da da da, but she can't wear what she wants, say what she wants. She can't do nothing she wants. She just has to be a representative of that family now. That's just it. So it's a fairy tale, but it's also a job. Yeah. So remember, if you're going to break up with somebody, make sure you want to stay broken up with them and that you will never want them back ever, ever, ever. Don't try to get back with someone if you're just lonely. Just replace them with someone better. Okay. And never, um, and never ever go backwards to someone who threw you in the garbage because they'll just throw you in the garbage again and again and again until you're tired of smelling like garbage. Then you'll wake up one day. Pennywise. Oh. Black men hate taking care of their responsibilities. I'm reading the comments, y'all. Um, I have never been sad over anybody. I have never been sad over an ex except for one time, but I was only 17 and I got over it in 3 days. 3 days is all it took. I was like, okay, I'm sad. Nah, let's go out. Let's go have fun. I met somebody else like 3 days later that was way better. So I was good. Okay. So get over it. Pretend like there's something better out there. And I feel like, I don't know, I'm going to have to ask women, if any one of you guys that are watching, if you are having a hard time getting over an ex, can you please tell me why? Because I have no idea. I've never felt that way about anybody who's broken up with me or who I broke up with. Yes, I'm married. Um, but can you please tell me if any one of you guys are not over an ex and tell me why? Because you have a kid with him. Okay. I had a hard time this. Okay, so you want the father of your child to be with you. Do you want him back, or are you just uncomfortable that he left? Mhm. 'Cause they invested too much into the relationship and they feel robbed. Yeah, that's true. I said that a little bit earlier. Um, Scared to start again, but I just need to remove the emotions. So it's more of a personal problem within. It's not that you really want that person back. It's a personal issue within. People can't handle rejection. I, I, you know what? This is so funny. When someone rejects me, you know what I feel? Like I'm laughing at them because the joke is on them. Like literally, that's how I feel. Like you don't know what you just did. You don't know. Do you know how many men is waiting in line? That's exactly what I'm thinking. Do you know how many people are waiting in line for me to break up with you? You did it for them. You did all the work for them. That's exactly how I feel. I don't sit there and wonder if I'm ever going to find someone again or don't want to start over. I'm like, okay, any, many, miny, mo. And I'm like, okay, this one right here, I'll take. Let's go out tonight. You know, when someone breaks up with me or when I break up with someone, I'm just like, I get like I get happy and excited because I know I get to start all over with another person. They don't know none of my flaws. I can still do the fake act for about a couple of months. I can start getting new stuff. I can start over and get all the stuff over again, over and over again. Oh, oh, were you taking me to dinner? Oh, we get to go to this place? Oh, okay. Where are we going? Like, you know how in the beginning of a relationship, it's all new and fun and they're spending money? Look forward to that with another person. I get excited because I'm like, ooh, I can wear my same clothes and they'll be new to this person because they've never seen them before. So I get all excited. I would get all excited and be like, oh yes. You know, They're gonna be all extra nice to me, giving me whatever I asked for, and you know, it's just gonna be so fun. I get to start over. I'm gonna feel even better looking than I did because this person is like I'm new to them. So that's how you gotta think. I get excited. I'm like, oh, okay, I'm out that same night. You break up with me that afternoon, I'm out that same night. I'm like, ooh, I'm single. Hey, who wanna buy me a drink? I used to have a really high threshold for alcohol. So guys, I would lie and say, "Oh, well, I can't drink a lot because I get drunk and tipsy really fast." They be trying to drop by me a bunch of strong drinks, and I'm just drinking free. I thought you said you had low tolerance. Maybe they watering them down. Tell them to make them stronger. I said, "Oh, I forgot I ate a big meal before I came." Get them free drinks because they think you're gonna get all tipsy and go home with them. Like, please, I can outdrink you. They be drunk and I'm still sober. I'm like, oops. That was a long time ago though. But see, I made the best out of a breakup. I made a breakup like, yay, I'm single again. You know, yay, I'm single again. Remember that business owner that was eyeballing me? Ooh, I'm gonna go back over there. You know, remember that guy who owned the bar who was trying to talk to you, but you had a boyfriend? Ooh, go back over there. Now you're single. That's what. That's what you got to do. Remember all your options. Remember all of the options and all the men that came onto you while you were in that relationship. That's what I would do. I mean, that's what I did. What if boyfriend still friends with his ex? What is that? That's open door policy. That means when he makes you mad and you kick him out or you make him mad, or he makes you mad that he can go over there. Yeah, that's because I didn't sell myself short. I didn't cook for nobody. I didn't clean for nobody. I didn't do nobody's laundry. I didn't care enough for anybody to pay for anything. So it was very easy to get over them because I didn't lose anything. All I lost was time. I mean, I can't get that back, so I can't cry over it. I just move. I move on. Be like, who's the next victim? That's how you got to be. If you're investing a lot into a relationship and you don't have a ring and a marriage license, then that's your fault. Stop investing. I didn't. I never invested in any relationships. The purpose of a relationship is for that man to court you and to prove himself to you as a good partner and possibly a good husband. If they failed to do that job, then you shouldn't even be upset. They failed at their job, basically. They failed at courting you and impressing you and wooing you. They failed. Why are you mad? You should be happy that you caught it before you got into a more serious relationship. If you have kids with the person, they failed to live up to being a father. They failed to be end up being a husband. They failed. Why do you want back a failure? You know, it's not about being rejected. They rejected you because they failed you. They can't live up to being the type of man that wants to be with you for a long time or forever. So why are you beating yourself up for it? Why do you want the failure back? Y'all have it backwards. I'm trying to tell you. You got it backwards. That man, if that man is not trying to impress you and court you and prove to you that he is worthy of keeping you and being with you for the rest of your life, you shouldn't even drop a tear. You shouldn't drop a tear. You'd be like, okay, well, you obviously are not husband material. So thank you for trying. Bye bye. But if you invested all your time, money, put car down payments, paid for him to do this, this, and that, gave him money, took him shopping, you're his mom. And of course, like I said in my other videos, you're his mother. It's going to be hard to let go of your child. So stop doing all that stuff for guys. They're supposed to be doing that for you. And then if it doesn't work out, you didn't lose anything. Okay, well, you had your chance to impress me. You failed. So on to the next. If you sitting there pining over an ex, it's because you have it backwards. That's it. You got everything backwards and you need to switch it around. Um, so you got to switch it around. Who taught you that? Who taught you that you're supposed to be sad over an ex? Who taught you that you're supposed to want him back? He failed. He failed at living up to impressing you as a long-term partner. He already failed. If he cheated and you can't trust him, and that's the only thing you needed from him, you never asked him for money. All you asked for was for loyalty and honesty, and he can't give you that or money, and you still want him back, then you're something is wrong with you. You know, oh, he can't give me money, he can't give me trust, he can't give me loyalty. The only thing he can do is lie and sleep with me and give me company so I don't be lonely. So you want company that can sleep with you. That's all you want. You want company that can sleep with you. You can get that anywhere. Okay. You can go get that dude you put in the friend zone and do that with. He'll be there. Believe me, he's waiting on you to call. It's like, call me. I saw you broke up on Facebook. I wait. He got his phone like this. Checking the ringer. She gonna call. They broke up. I'm next. I'm live. He in the mirror fixing his. She called. He's waiting on your call. I know she gonna call. I know it. I stayed in his friend zone for 8 years. Um, I'm next. I already know what I'm gonna say. It's okay. I got you. I will never do that to you. You know me. Hmm. I promise you. Just cry on my shoulder. I got you. You can stay here as long as you want. So remember that. Oh, this is my real hair today, y'all. No wigging it up. This I'm growing it back out. I'm trying to grow it back out, y'all. It's still like shorter, a little bit shorter in the back, but it's growing. I gotta trying to get it back long again. Mhm. My ex told me he hates me. Wow. What'd you do to him? Why does he want me to invest emotions so that he can hook you and you can accept him back after he does you wrong? You never invest emotions until they pass the test. If they pass the test of being a good provider, a good person, a good man that could be husband material, then you invest a little bit emotionally. But if they're not fully providing for you, there's no reason to fully invest emotionally into them. Why? Why would you? They're supposed to be courting you so that you can pick them as a spouse. If you're seriously dating someone, that is the purpose. That is the purpose. Okay. If you're not dating with a purpose and you emotionally invest, that's your fault. If you're not impressive as a future husband, I'm not going to invest in you emotionally. That's just straight up because that's a waste of time. You're not even worth it. You're not who I want. You don't do what I want. You're not impressing me. So I'm not even going to give you the time of day emotionally. Okay. Why are so why do I wear a wig if I already got nice hair? Because sometimes I don't feel like doing my hair. Sometimes I just feel like throwing on a wig. And plus sometimes the wig just looks more stylish and sleek and polished. Um, Men love that feminine entertain, but not the emotional energy. Yes. I really want to know what goes on with B and J behind the scenes. Oh, they probably don't even I bet I can predict like how Beyonce and JayZ are. They're super busy. They're so busy they barely probably see each other except when they get home. They probably have to schedule time together and show up or the other one will be mad. It's probably like that. Well, okay, they probably have a marriage clause now that they've had all their drama. They probably went to marriage counseling and they said, okay, well, y'all have to eat dinner together every night. Y'all have to sleep in the same bed every night, and y'all have to talk at least 30 minutes a day. So they have to write down on their schedule what they need to do. They got to get off their phone, their Instagram, their next plan for a song or a tour. They got to get off all of that. They got to turn off all cell phones and sit there with each other and talk. It's forced. I believe their relationship is forced now because they're such a business conglomerate and they're trying to make it work for those kids. And they probably love each other, but it's not the fairy tale love. It's the, well, I can't go anywhere because I'm invested business wise with this woman and this man. And the whole world looks at us as this power couple. And this is our identity now. And whatever problems we have, we can make money on them anyway. So whatever. Just stay. They just stay because if they were to go anywhere else, they'd have the same problems, but probably not as much money. So, it's not all marriages are going to be the same. Some marriages, some people have business marriages. Some people have open marriages. Some people have, those romantic marriages. But, you know, still there might be something else lacking that they wish they had. So not all marriages are the same. Not all marriages are perfect. They just because all people aren't perfect. And you can't walk around breaking up and divorcing with people because they made a mistake. You know what I'm saying? Because if that's the only reason you married them and they failed to live up to being perfect, then you just fooled yourself. You just fooled yourself. Like, it's just like a child. If you had a child, this is why I say love is conditional. If you had a child and they did something wrong, would you kick them out and say, never come back? I don't want to see you again. And then be like, I miss you. Come home. Like, which one is it? Do you want me or not? Do you forgive me or not? Okay. You knew you was going to forgive me when you broke up, or you knew you were going to forgive me when you kicked me out. So why did you even bother? This is how you have to think. If you're going to take him back, don't even bother breaking up. Don't even bother kicking him out. Just stop. Just give him the silent treatment and cut him off. But keep him. Get something out of it. But getting over an ex means moving forward, getting something better, and not looking back and having high self esteem. And understanding that you don't really want the ex back. You just want the time, energy, money, and emotion that you invested. That's all you really want. You can't get it back. You shouldn't have been given it in the first place. You know what I'm saying? If you gave it away, it's your fault. And if you want him back, he's just going to take it again and again and again until you feel even dumber. So please understand that it's not that you want them back. It's that you want all that stuff that you put into the relationship back. You want it to pay off in some way, and it never did. You didn't get the payoff. That's why before you break up with him, get something of value. Then you won't want him back, I promise you. If you're planning to break up with your ex, think logically because you're never going to get anything back from him. So make sure you take something before you break up with him. You'll feel good about it. If you got a nice watch, get that. And if you got, I'm telling you, get it. Tell him you're gonna pay all the bills this month. No, tell him you want to pay all the bills and put them online this month, and you need all the money straight up. Then take it and go get you an apartment if you live together. You know, take something before you leave. You will never want him back because you're gonna be scared. You'll be like, oh, I took, I took this, I took that, and then you can just blame it on the movers. Well, I just hired some movers to come get my stuff. I don't know if they went through your stuff or not. It's like I don't know. I can't control what they do. You can call the moving company. So if you know you're gonna want that fool back because you invested too much and he didn't invest a thing, then take something. Take back what you think you're owed. Take his computer. Take his laptop. Okay. Take all his shoes. Put them on eBay. Do something. That's what I mean. You have to do something to feel better about the whole situation. If you know you're gonna sit there and be mad because you put too much in and didn't get anything out, and you know that's your fault, to make yourself feel better, compensate yourself with help yourself to his stuff. Okay? Make you a killing on eBay and then go buy you something really nice that he would never buy for you. Okay? These tricks only work on dumb men. Okay, so if you live with a woman and she finds out you're cheating, but she doesn't say anything and she plans to move out while you're at work, she could literally remove all your stuff and move away Leave the door unlocked and open and say you got robbed. Okay? So, how does that only work on dumb men? Because that's a good plan. I left the key so I couldn't lock the door. You got robbed? Oh my God. Can't believe that. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Someone said they want to give me a donation. Thank you. Ooh, thing fell. So, and I promise you, you won't want him back after that. He might want you back, but you won't want him back because you're compensated. You're good. Okay. You got a laugh out of it. You saw him struggling, trying to figure out where his stuff went, and you probably made some money off of it. So you're good. Now you can move on with ease. Most women that get revenge on their exes don't want them back. So if you get revenge, it's less likely that you'll be pining over him. So get revenge. Don't get arrested though. Yeah. Like you gotta have an alibi. You know, move all your stuff out in boxes so they can't see what you took. Leave the door open. Have movers, and they can't prove you did. You got robbed. I left the door open. I'm so sorry. It's not a crime to leave the door open. Or if you don't want to take it and he lives in a bad neighborhood and you know he gonna get robbed anyway, leave the door open. If you don't need anything and you want to get revenge, and he lives in in a bad place, leave the door wide open. Put all the stuff, the valuable stuff, right in the doorway, so people be like, "Who was that? That new Jordans?" And he sees everybody walking around the neighborhood in his shoes, like on Coming to America. They're like, "Hey, that's mine." Doing all of this, you're not even gonna be trying to get him back. You're gonna be laughing at him like he's an idiot, and just like telling everybody your story and laughing. Ah, people kill for Jordans. Oh, thank you, Bizarre Brilliance. Thank you for the donation. I appreciate it. How can I think like you, Shira? You gotta think devious. um, you just gotta do what you gotta do. Uh, It will make you feel so much better, I promise you. You won't like most women, like I said, they don't really want the man back. They just want everything that they gave. And most of the time they just say, I want him back so I can dump him. They just want to feel like they have the good end of the bargain, which they never do if they give too much. And if they invest emotionally, they will never have the good end of the bargain. And when the relationship is over, they will feel like they're owed something. And they will confuse that with wanting that person back. And after they get them back, it's the same old thing. So what they really want is revenge. What they really want is compensation. So get the stuff, get the revenge, get whatever you need to do, get them fired, do whatever you need to do, and walk. You got to be ruthless. If you want to feel good about this breakup and not look backwards, take what you really want. Take what you were denied in the entire relationship. Take it. Take it right at the end because you've never gotten it throughout the entire relationship. So take what you want in the end and you will never look back. I promise you. Never look back. And you'll have something to laugh at. You'll always feel like the winner in that relationship. I got him. Okay. Um, yeah, it's like, yeah, take your suitcase, whatever you want, put it in the suitcase. Take some boxes. Leave the door open. Leave the window open. um, put put something that you didn't take of value in the doorway. So if there are cameras, someone's gonna walk in and take something. Bad game for this era. Thank you, Nikki Jones. I really don't think it's bad because, you know, relationships and exes and stuff like that, especially if your ex has a criminal background record, a warrant, he's not going to be calling the police. Especially if you paid for whatever you just took. Take all the stuff you paid for. Take every gift you gave him. Take everything. Just say I'm just taking what is owed to me. He owes me $30,000 and I know he was never going to pay me back, so I took what he owed me and other objects. Mhm. Most likely, they're not going to be cameras on the door of the apartment itself or the house. How many people, I mean, how many houses have cameras looking directly at the front door? You know what I mean? Does it make, I mean, what if you owe him? If you owe him money, I never ran across that scenario. I'm so sorry. I don't know. Never ran across that scenario. If she owed him money, she probably wouldn't be breaking up with him. If he had it like that he could just give her money, she wouldn't be going anywhere. Okay. What do you think of girls who pay for their wedding? Um, they really want to get married. Cameras on the door is becoming the new norm. Okay, so take a suitcase. They can't tell you what's in the suitcase if you're taking your own stuff, if you're moving out, if you live together. All you got to do is pack your suitcase and pack some of his stuff too. How do they know what's in the suitcase? You know, if you leave the door open. Mm, mm. Have I ever fell in love with the dusty? Yeah, when I was 17. Sure did. When women are supposed to fall in love with dusties. Not go get you a suitcase or a box. Say I moved out, left the door open because I was upset. Mhm. How to know if you're ready for marriage? Mm, As a woman, I mean, I don't know. Like I was ready because there was nothing else I was doing. I was dating the same man forever. I mean, what we gonna do? Date till we die? Get married. Mhm. As soon as you lie, I will show the video to my lawyer. I'm gonna wear a disguise. I'm gonna dress like a man. What you gonna do? Dress like a man, go in his house, get the stuff, leave. There you go. Y'all know I'm an evil genius, right? I'm gonna figure it out. Show the video to your lawyer. All they gonna see is a man robbing you. They ain't gonna see me. You're just an idiot. I'm not the one getting robbed. In fact, Imma wear your clothes so they can think you frauding on insurance. They're trying to frame me. Imma get you your clothes and put them on. Ah, so whatever. Imma find a way. The men are shook. Yeah, I'm giving all these ladies good ideas. Cause I don't, I always said if I was gonna rob a bank, if I was gonna rob anybody, Imma dress like a man because that's what they're gonna be looking for as a man. I mean, I'm tall. I'm tall. They gonna, I all I do is put on some man clothes, deepen my voice, rob, go put on a bunch of makeup, a wig, come out with a dress on, be like, "Hi, how are you? Oh, they went that way." Yeah, scary, huh? Okay. Remember, men are watching this too. Okay. Well, they can't really do anything if somebody gonna rob them, drink them in. What they gonna do? Or they could just hire somebody to go in there and get the stuff for them. I mean, if there's a will, there's a way. Mhm. I'm just saying some women can't get over their ex, so they need to do something to compensate themselves. I wouldn't really have to do this 'cause I don't care. I wouldn't invest emotionally. I wouldn't care enough for about somebody to actually want revenge or steal their stuff. I wouldn't really care because I would never invest emotionally into someone who I wasn't, you know, thinking I was gonna marry or that didn't please me or that wasn't going to be good husband material. I wouldn't even thinking of him like that. So it's better to move on. Yes. That's what I'm saying. Get over the ex. You're not really getting over the man. You're getting over this time and energy and effort and money you probably spent. And you're just mad that you can't get any of that back. So you compensate wanting him back, getting confused that you want him back. You just want your time, energy, and effort back. Mhm. So, or you can just start dating one of his friends. That would make him real mad. Go date his friend. Be like, hey, I hope you don't mind. I'm dating your friend. Mhm. Take his best friend away. You said, did that. See, go get his friend. Be like, you know, just lie the whole time. Even if you don't like him, just do it just because you can. Still his best friend. Be like, I always thought you were sexy. Then be like, if you sleep with his friend, you help him cause not real friend anyway. Exactly. So he lost you and a friend. Take two. Take two away. Your ex don't have friends. Hmm. Well, okay. If you want revenge, make him lose his job. Mhm, cheat with a coworker. um, this is a high school game. I need to put y'all on some grown men game. It's not high school game. It's just petty. That's all. It's super petty, which is exactly why it feels good. It's compensation for what you've lost. It's revenge, basically. But You don't really need to get revenge. If you never emotionally invested, you won't even care. You'll be so excited that you're single with what new men are out there waiting for you to appear and spoil. That's what you're going to be focusing on if you didn't invest emotionally. But if you did, you're going to be focusing on wanting him back or wanting revenge. So do whatever makes you feel good inside and then move on. Whatever makes you feel good, do it and move on. It doesn't matter if it's wrong or right. If it feels right at the time, good for you. You don't feel bad anymore. You're just like, yes, I got him back. And you're not gonna want him back because you got him. You got he got what he deserved. And you're gonna be like, I'm done. I can move on and be free. So however you want to get the revenge is up to you. However you want to feel about moving forward is up to you. But at the end of the day, any woman who wants her ex back is mad at herself, not him. And she really don't want him back. She just wants all the wasted time, energy, and effort and money she put into the relationship that she didn't get anything out of. So at the end of the day, it's better to feel good by getting your compensation. So, for example, y'all always asking me if James did A, B, C, and D, what would I do? Okay, if I had emotionally invested into this marriage with James, and he decided he was leaving me or breaking up with me or something, he like if I was really invested, if I was cooking, if I was cleaning, if I didn't have no maid services, if I was doing stuff every time he asked me to do it, if I was, being this maid, if I was doing all of that and he decided to leave me, if I let myself go and couldn't get somebody else, if I had loved him truly and gave my all to him, massaged his feet, had his food cooked when if I did all that crap and he left, he would regret every day of his life thereafter. Okay? Because I don't play. If I were to invest like that, but I don't invest like that. Because if I did, that's how bad the revenge would be. No, I did not marry in the church. I married on a yacht. So, just like acrimony. Yeah, just like that chick on acrimony, she went crazy. She did all that mess for all them years, and when she the one that broke up with him, you know, then she want him back. She made most of every day of their lives hell, but I would be better than that. Like I would know how to get away and do some crazy stuff, but that would only be if I had invested, which I never would have because I'm not a pick me. So I would be just like changing my Facebook status and unblocking all them people I had to block because they was in my inbox talking about, "Can I take you out? Let's go eat. Let's go do this." That's what I'd be doing. Be like, "I'm free." First come, first serve. How you doing? Okay, but I'm not a pick me chick. I don't do all that housework. I don't do all that, catering. I don't do none of that. So I would be fine. You know what I mean? Plus, I get all that money. I get all that other stuff. I'd be actually better off, actually. So that's what I'm saying. Don't invest emotionally. Don't do all that crap. It doesn't pay off ever. It never pays off. You will never feel compensated no matter what, even if you married. You will never feel compensated because a woman's job, if you do everything women are supposed to do, is never compensated. So don't even bother. Just hire somebody to do it. Okay. You will never be compensated for meals that you cook. You will never be compensated for every time you do something when he want to do it. You will never be compensated for taking care of kids and cleaning and doing laundry. You will never be compensated for it. So don't even bother. Just hire somebody else to do it. And when he dumps you or you leave him or he leaves you, you'll be fine. You'll be like, "Psh, well, on to the next, you know. But if you did all that housework and you look like a maid because you were a maid and a nanny and a chef and a hooker, you are all of that, you're gonna look bad. You're gonna look used up because you basically were doing the job of five people and you're gonna be pissed. You're gonna be mad. And chances are he probably didn't have no money either. So you can't even get him in court because that means you were a pick me and you didn't aim for money. So when you think about exes, think about what you're doing for them. If you're in a relationship that's going south and you realize this, stop doing stuff. Stop. You're never going to get repaid. You're never going to feel like you're going to get back what you deserve. Even if the relationship is good and it never ends, you will never get compensated ever. Okay. Hmm. Hmm. So just be who you want to be and don't worry about what anybody else wants you to be. Because at the end of the day, all you have to live with yourself. You have to live with every decision you made. You have to deal with everything you've done for another person who has not done anything for you in return. You got to deal with them throwing you or rejecting you, throwing you in the garbage or rejecting you. You got to deal with all of that. So ask yourself, will you be mad if you've been somebody's maid for 5 to 10 years to 20 years and they just tell you, I don't want you anymore? If the answer is that you're gonna be mad, best thing to do is stop doing all those things. Just stop, go on strike. Mhm. Tell him if he wants that done, he gotta hire somebody to do it or do it himself. Mhm. It's like, "I'm done. I don't wash dishes no more. That's your job." "What? Hire a maid then." "Oh, you gonna pay me to do it? I'll do it if you pay me. That means I'm getting compensated." "Okay, you want this house cleaned? You want dishes done? You want laundry done? You want this, and that? Okay. Go call a maid service right now and ask them how much it costs to do that daily or weekly." "Okay, what was the price?" "Really? Okay. How about you give me that money and I'll do it." "But you're supposed to do it either way." I'm not supposed to do anything. I don't know who told you that. you know. But da 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 da. I was like, especially if you work. Especially if you work. Well, my boss pays me to do things. What you gonna do? you know? So he's gonna be like, I gotta wash my own clothes. You sure do. I gotta cook my own meal. You sure do. Do I have to come home from work and cook it? Unless you pay me, I'm not doing no more. You can go hire a maid. I need this much money in my account every month if you want anything done around this house. And what he gonna do? Divorce you so you can take half his money? Mm-hmm. Mm. So, so that's what I'm saying, y'all. Um, don't be the but I don't even be the maid after you get married. Don't even do that because you'll never be repaid either. Mhm. And tip, yep. I pick and choose my battles. Mhm. Should we even should we even get married? If you want to. Oh, thank you. I am Carrie Ann. She gave me a nice donation. Thank you. So, you know what I'm saying? If you can't get over an ex, just get revenge. You'll be over him quick. Or before you break up with him and you know you're gonna have a hard time getting over it, you know what to do? Leave with a souvenir. Leave with a bunch of souvenirs. Okay? So sorry guys. It's not that I'm against you, it's just that these women are mentally ill when getting over an ex. And if taking your little MacBook Air or your PSP or Xbox is gonna help them heal, then let them do it. Let them get all your video games, let them get all your computers, let them take all that stuff because it's gonna help them heal. You should do that for them. It might just save your life, you know? It might just save your life. Mhm. Or if you have a girlfriend and she starts doing all this extra crap, stop her. Just say, "No, you don't have to do this." Don't let her cook and clean and do your laundry, please. And if you want a peaceful breakup because you don't plan to marry this chick, don't let her do all that crap. Just tell her, "You don't have to do that. Stop. I don't want you cleaning and da 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 da. I don't want you cooking me food. I don't want you doing." If the man stands up and says, "I don't want you doing these things," that should be the first clue. Like, okay, stop doing all this emotional investing. I don't see you like this. She's gonna think it's romantic. Oh, he don't want me to cook and clean. He must be the one. But when you break up with her, she's not gonna be as mad. So think about it. You ain't gonna have to worry about your stuff missing. Do you have more tips for men in relationships? Yeah, don't let your women outdo you. If your woman is giving more to you than you're giving to her, it's not because she loves you. It's because she is trying. I mean, she does love you, but it's because she's trying to get you to do the same back in return. And she thinks it's going to pay off one day. And when it doesn't, that's when she gets real crazy. Okay. So if you're not giving just as much, then stop her from doing it. Just tell her, please, you're doing too much. You know, I'm happy with the way things are. You don't have to do extra. Let's just take this slow. Okay. Don't allow her to do all those things because all you're doing is digging a hole and making her invest more into you. And later on, she's going to start to feel empty because she's not getting much in return. And she's going to start feeling bad about herself and that she's not this and she's not that, she's not worth it. And she's going to lose herself by trying to cater to you so much. And you don't even see her as wife material. So stop the pygmies from doing that stuff. Okay. Stop them. And some of them, they don't even know they're pygmies because they're just young. They don't know any better. You're going to have to stop them. No, please don't buy me anything while you're out. No, please don't wash my clothes. No, please stop cooking for me. No, please stop doing those things with me. No, you don't have to pay. No, don't buy me expensive birthday gifts. Tell them because if you don't, you're exploiting them And when you break up with them, you're not going to even know what to expect because they're going to be so crazy. Mhm. Thank you. So, and another piece of advice for guys, if you don't plan on being with that woman or ever marrying her, tell her straight up. Be like, "You know what? I don't," just say, "I don't want to get married." Just, you don't have to say to you. Just say, I'm never getting married." If they're dumb enough to stick around thinking they can change you, their fault. But tell them over and over, "I'm never marrying." This will help get them in and out. Okay? So they'll be like, "Okay, well, I can change his mind." And then a year or two later, "I'm never getting married." They're gonna get mad and leave, and save you a lot of trouble. And they can't say anything mean to you because you told them from the start, "I'm never getting married. I will never get married. Do not even bother asking me. I will sleep with you. We can be in a relationship, but don't expect a ring ever." Tell them that. They will never be able to say, "You lied to me, you led me on," because you told them. And some of the pick will like you even more because you said you would never marry. Then they're gonna be like, "Oh, well, if I have his baby, then we together for life. You better wear some condoms." So just say, I don't want to get married. Never. I don't believe in marriage. Don't believe in rings. Don't even want you to live with me. Don't even let them live with you. No, you can't move in. Just be like that if that's how you're gonna be. Don't lie and trick them because you can get them in and out and get a nice rotation going. You know what I'm saying? Mhm. And the funny thing is, they'll be on their best behavior, so you can see them as a wife. They'll be like, "I'm good wife material," So you're gonna have a really good girlfriend until she realizes that you never gonna marry her. Then she's out. Then it's like, okay, now I'm free. I can go get me another one. You know, that's what I'd do if I was a man. If I didn't want to get married, or if I didn't want to marry that person I was with, I'd be like, I don't believe in marriage. I don't get married. I don't want no kids. Just say I don't want kids. I don't want marriage. I don't even want you living here, and see what they do. Mhm. Um, if you're gonna be a man, be a real man and tell them what it is. Don't try to convince them that it's okay to emotionally invest. Just tell them who you are. Look, no, you can't live here. No, I don't want you. No, I don't want you to have my baby. No, I don't want her. You can come get this every once in a while, but that's about it. Don't call me. Don't text me. I'll call and text you. That's how it's got to be. Oh, I like him. Pick me. Ooh, I'm going to change him. I know he going to be mine. Okay. So the best advice to guys, just be straight up. Don't lie. Just tell them what it is. They'll like you even more, I promise you. That's because the pygmies are crazy. A smart woman won't even give you the time of day. They'll be like, "Oh, okay. Well, thanks for telling me. Bye." The pygmies will take it as a challenge. The smart women will be like, "Good luck." So, and if some of you ladies are in that situation right now, get out. um, I don't. I see. You see the light. All right. My ex stole all my stuff when he left, and I did everything for him. See, they will do it to you in a heartbeat. So why wouldn't you do it to them? And you- Thank you. I'm just saying, what what's some smooth things to say to avoid having sex? Other men on my oh. Start saying some real freaky stuff that they are afraid to do. Like, oh, I'm just start saying some crazy stuff that you know they will never agree to. And that's the only thing that turns you on. This is my problem. This is why I'm single. Because I'm just too freaky. Name some nasty stuff that they will never agree to and just tell them this is the only way I get turned on. If you don't want to do that, I can't sleep with you. What? Then they're gonna start going home to watch videos to see if they can get into it. But by then you done got what you wanted and you're out. Take the opposite. Take the opposite direction. Like, don't be shy. Be too much for them. Make them like uncomfortable. Mhm. What if they like it? Oh no. Mhm. Add something worse to it. They can't like everything. No, I'm not saying you must not know what freaky is. Okay? You must not know what freaky is. Okay? Because there's some stuff that would make a lot of people uncomfortable. Just go look it up and figure it out, and that's what you use when they trying to get some. No, go worse. Like you gotta go work. You gotta go so far that they won't even talk about sex anymore that night. Okay. um, no, no. I'm y'all. See, y'all are rated PG. I'm talking about rated triple double X. Like not even allowed in this country. Okay, you got to go crazy. So he will be like, no, I'm so sorry. Mhm. Go far. Go as far as you can. Take it there. Mhm. Well, last time, I got intimate with someone, we ended up in the emergency room. If you know what I'm something went wrong and he was in the emergency room all day and all night. He was so embarrassed. What? Oh no. He's gonna see you a whole different way. Then, he's gonna try to tame you down. Well, what if we just do this instead? Then you have time to negotiate. No, I don't, I have to have it this way. Well, maybe if we do this, let me think about it. Well, maybe I could try this, but don't do that. Um, well, that's the deal breaker. I know next week we'll be able to come up with some type of, you know, compromise. But for now, I need this rent paid. Okay, okay. And I think about it. Okay, so there you go. How to lose a guy in 10 days, right? Oh, that would be a good video, how to lose a dusty in 10 days. Mhm. What if you built with a man and it's not shit? Do you leave even though you spent so much time and energy? What did you build? I mean, did y'all build anything together? Like, is there something that you guys built? Take what you built. Mhm. If you didn't build anything, you can't take anything. So, mhm. Please respect men like we respect you. I do. I respect men. You know, this is just for the women that are seeking advice. So, anyway, the tips on how to get over your ex are in the first part of this video. I was just answering questions after, but they're good tips. They make sense. They break down why most women really want their ex back. It's not that they want them back, okay? It's that they wasted a lot of time and energy and they want that back. But since they can't get that back, they think having the man back is compensation, but it's not. So, getting revenge or taking something that you feel will compensate you is probably going to be the best bet, or not ever investing emotionally into anybody until they give you and prove to you that they are husband material and make you their wife. And even don't 100% emotionally invest then, because there's always divorce. Okay. When I broke up with my exes in the past, I would burn all the pictures. I never kept none of that crap. I just, like, what? Ooh, I lost it in the move. I don't remember where I put it. I didn't value them that much because I knew they weren't husband material. I'm like, this ain't gonna be my husband. I haven't met my husband yet. Shoot. Y'all just time passers. Mhm. Y'all just drink buyers. Y'all just food buyers. Should you date a man who owns a gun? Only if you own one too. Mhm. You still have your ex's letters from the 90s. I throw all that crap away. Shoot. I don't look back. I'd be embarrassed. Like, oh, I can't believe what was I thinking? You had a guy that had like 12 guns. Mhm. Um, so I ripped up my ex's basic training military love letters right in front of him. Y'all think that hurts them? They don't care. They just happy you gone so they can get some new stuff. Some new they can't wait for you to get up out of there so they can start working on the next chick, okay? They're like, hurry up and go. I don't care. Tear it up. I don't care. But get out. I need to get on Tinder. I need to get online. Hurry up, get out. I got people waiting on me. You know what I'm saying? They like, get out. Hurry up. I already got somebody waiting. I'm late. They don't care. Okay? And see, when you break up with a man, they're gonna go hurry up and replace you quick. They're gonna go find a rebound chick quick. So just remember that if you plan on taking them back, they probably have already found some rebound chick and ghosted her by then. So when you get him back, he's gonna have been with probably a few other women that he still keeps in contact with throughout the relationship that you took him back into. He's gonna have some side chicks because he already know you're gonna take him back after he cheats. So why throw these numbers away? Let me keep these numbers because I know she take back cheaters. So if I get caught again, I'll be right back. I can go have a break, go out with these chicks. She gonna call me back in 2 weeks anyway. Let me just keep this in rotation. Hmm. So if you take a cheating ex back, they already had time to meet a couple of women, sleep with a couple of women, and they're gonna keep those numbers, and you're gonna feel stupid again and again and again. So don't ever take exes back. They've already been out doing fun things, and they will want to do more fun things now that they've gotten that taste and that freedom. And you'll never be able to control them after that. It's gonna be like, what have I done? Mhm. Someone says, not a lot of women with common sense out here. What would you leave? Would you leave if your husband lost his job? No, because he has a career. He has a career, which means he's in high demand everywhere. He lose one job, there's 5 jobs that's emailing him now, and he's still employed. That's what happens when you have a career, not a job. That's why I say don't go for men with jobs, go for career men, you know? Mhm. Mhm. Make sure career man, not job. No Dusty's merch. How do you get the young, rich Nigerian guy? Don't ask me about no young men. I don't deal with young men. Okay? Waste of time. Waste of time. Can you imagine you get some past dirt on officials? You got it made, right? Blackmail. Um, how long did it take you to move on? I never cried over no ex. Like I was done. Like after day 3, I was already the worst. Probably day 2 or 3, I was already, going out with another person. So guess that was that. Um, the reason why I don't know about younger men because to me they're just like something to pass the time. They're not serious. You know what I mean? I don't feel like they're worth investing into emotionally or anyway because they're not going to give you anything. They're not going to benefit your life. They're not going to add to you. They're just going to experience you and move on. So I don't really think that unless you're just trying to have fun, then I really wouldn't advise seriously dating them. Date them for fun, whatever. But I would not seriously get into any type of emotional relationship with one. Mhm. Women are too mature to date young men. Okay. I'm going to try to tell you guys something so y'all can understand this. Women mature too fast and men are not mature in their 20s. Women think like they're at least in their 30s when they're in their 20s. Men still think like they're teenagers in their 20s. So you can't really date them successfully, you know. So I suggest if you're in your 20s and you want some type of decent relationship, go for an older man, at least 10 years older than you, okay? Because you're not going to get cooperation, you're not going to get understanding, you're not going to get the type of mature relationship you're looking for. You're just going to get hurt, okay, emotionally, because they're not trying to settle down. They're trying to have fun, okay? Um, Shira, what would you do? This new rich man you're dating is sterilized and you want kids. Um, Sterilized. I like that word. Then tell him, do what you got to do, get married, and then go get artificially inseminated or adopt. The only thing that's going to happen is he won't have to pay child support if you divorce, but you still get the marriage benefits in the divorce. If he's rich, you can afford to go get knocked, inseminated. It's like, hey, I need money for liposuction, or hey, I need money for Botox, and just go get inseminated. Or just lie and say, I need money for a procedure. He's gonna think some type of surgery, some type of cosmetic procedure, and just go get the other procedure. And then when you wind up pregnant, showing the paperwork, I'm artificially inseminated. Surprise, you're gonna be a daddy. And by the time he gonna be hooked anyway, he ain't gonna leave unless he wants to. Do what you want to do after the fact. Get him, hook him, go get yourself a baby somewhere else. And if you want it from a certain man, ask him to donate the sperm, and then you go have them inseminate with that. What's the matter? How to make a guy really fall in love? Lie. Put it on him. Tell him everything he wants to hear. Be his best supporter, cheerleader. Understand everything. Just pretend. You gotta act. Mhm. Most men in their 50s don't look like they are even that old. Exactly. Like a lot of women think when they think of 50, they think of some old man with gray hair. Most guys that are 50 still look like they're 40 something, or some even look 30 something because, lots of guys work out. Uh, People aren't aging as fast, or they dye their hair. You can't tell. They dye their hair, they got hair dye. They got a beard, so you can't see all the wrinkles. Uh, They're sunblock now, or black don't crack, whatever. They don't look 50. I'm trying to tell you. Mhm. Jamie Foxx is 50, right? Will Smith, I think he's almost 50. So when y'all say 50, that's not even old to us. Mhm. That's because they're actors. Well, I know guys that, I know a lot of, like, the dude next door. He don't look nowhere close to his age. You know, um, I've seen 65-year-olds look 30. Okay, I promise you. Yes. Especially the ones that work out. Mhm. So that's all I'm gonna say. Yeah. 50 to me, 50. If I were to start all over, 50 would be too young for me. Okay. Mm. I couldn't date a 50-year-old. That's too young for me. Like, if I had to start all over, that's only 11 years older than me, and I'm like, "No, I need somebody at 65. Thank you." Uh-huh. So, yes. What if you're not attracted to the older men, though? Envision someone else in bed. LOL. Um, envision all your lights getting cut off and the eviction notice is on your door. No, I'm just kidding. Um, do whatever you need to do. I don't know. Oh, I gotta go to bed. It's 1 a.m. I have to wake up early. Convert to pagan? Why would I do that? I'm already. Sheila, what is your zodiac sign? I'm a Pisces. Mhm. Mhm. How do you get past the bad karma for doing this to me? I don't believe in karma. Mhm. Because it's a choice. And I always say this like, karma is a choice. You either feel guilty or you don't. And I don't. So I don't attract anything. I don't attract a punishment for any type of guilt because I don't feel guilty about it. It's just the choice that I make. It's a well calculated decision that I thought about, planned, and logically came up with to execute. So I don't feel guilty about it. It's premeditated. When you premeditate something, you don't feel guilty about it because you're planning it. This is what you're doing. You're taking steps towards it because you understand the outcome and the effects that you're going to get. And it's positive. So you only see things as positive. So you don't attract any negative things to you because you have a plan and the end result is positive. And it's actually up to that man to do whatever you need to do. If you take things from him, if you do things from them, you are his karma. Okay. You become his karma. Because if he used and abused you and dumped you, and you choose to take action against that by getting revenge, you became his karma. And whatever. Or you took action into your own hand and you took your own justice. So whatever you choose to do. If they choose to do the same thing to you, then you have to calculate that type of person into your plan. Is he someone that's going to seek revenge? Or you have to incorporate him not ever knowing you did something to him and being clueless of who did it. But as long as you know something has been done, you're good in here. You know, you got to be smart. Hmm. Can a woman motivate a man for success? Yeah, his mama his mom. If she didn't finish raising him, don't get in line. Okay. Hmm. I am leveling up myself every day. Good. If you look at your what? Oh, okay. It just came in that right time. Okay. Yeah, yeah. So basically, y'all make sure before you leave a relationship, you feel good about leaving it. hmm Don't leave the relationship. Don't break up with someone if you know you're going to take them back in 2 weeks. It's just dumb. In fact, if you plan on breaking up with them, have a plan on how to get what you want before you leave the relationship. You know, if you already know he cheated, tell him you forgive him. Oh, all you have to do is buy me a ring. It doesn't even have to be, we don't even have to get married. Just buy me a nice diamond ring, a promise ring that you will never do it again. And I'll stay with you. Get the ring, then be out. I thought about it. I can't do it. I got a nice ring. Okay. So just make sure you leave feeling like you got what you needed to get out of the relationship. That's it. Okay. If he cheated on you, he messed over you, you pretend like you're going to take him back if he buys you this expensive jewelry that he's put on, credit, make his credit bad. I want this ring. You have a credit card. Put this on it, and I'm gonna stay with you. I promise you. I can get over this. I know you are a man. I know you make mistakes. I know you don't love her. Like, say all the pick me lines you can think of. Get the ring, then bounce when he buys you that 3, 4 carat ring on his credit card that he has to pay off every month. Go get you that ring, and then one day while he's at work working to pay off your ring, pack all your stuff and go. They can't come and find you to take the ring. All they gonna do is keep billing him. Keep billing him and keep billing him. Then he's gonna be looking for you because you got his ring. Then he's gonna be trying to really marry you. But I thought we was getting married. I didn't say I was gonna marry you. I just said this a promise ring. I promise you gonna learn today. Then be out. And gotcha. Oh man, you wrong for that. I gotta pay these bills. You wrong for that. Oh, like you was wrong for cheating? Now you see how it feels, right? You can't even get the ring back. You can't take back time. You can't take back time. You can't take back energy. You can't take back any of that. Just like you can't take back this ring. But you still have to pay for it, right? Or your credit is going to be, you better report that car stolen. I'm going to tell him your name. I'm telling, no, I'll tell him where you live. I'll tell him the car wasn't stolen. Don't. Mm-mm. All right. Thank you guys. I gotta go. Remember, get what you need to get before you leave the relationship so you don't go chasing him because you feel like you weren't compensated. Do my ideas and you'll leave happy. Bye.